All right, Coach Coffman, if you could, just tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, where you played, all that good stuff.
My name is Jason Coffman. I started out at Carthage High School playing for Coach Kirk Benaquatro, and then I was fortunate enough to go on to, it used to be Salisbury State University, it's now Salisbury University, and played for Jim Berkman, who is still the head coach there.
Okay. And do you coach or anything like that now still?
Yeah, I still coach. I'm the JV head lacrosse coach at Carthage. Help out with the varsity a little bit and do lots of camps during the summer. Stay busy with it. But yeah, staying busy with the game.
And how many years have you known Rhino or been working with Rhino on this?
I've known Rhino since my brother and I, we grew up right around the corner from the Pauls. I've known him our whole lives, essentially. I've played with Rhino in the past. I've coached at camps with Rhino since I was 19, 20 years old, and he was even still in high school and coming up through. And ever since he was in college and I was just out of college, we've worked together and done lots of stuff together. The family, I've known the family for years.
Okay. So what are your first impressions of the Rhino Lacrosse Camp and what it has to offer for its campers?
Rhino Lacrosse Camp's awesome. It's a great experience for these kids. The numbers they're good numbers where we can be very personable with the kids. Every kid gets a chance to work on the little stuff. It's not a camp where they just throw you out. Lots of trains, not just a place where they throw you out and it's all you do is games. These kids are actually getting a great learning experience out of it with the way Rhino gets a chance to interact with all the kids, the way Coach V interacts with all the kids. It's a great learning experience, and at the same time, there's the games that the kids like at the end of the day. It's a great teaching camp and skills camp to better your game and improve on the skills of the game.
So as far as like the idea of just growing the game and stuff, what do you think? How do you think that applies to that, and how do you see lacrosse on the West Coast changing as a result of that?
It's funny because I didn't really know what to expect. I've seen a couple highlights online with Lacrosse All-Stars. From Casey and Ryan being out here, I've heard lots of things. I'm very impressed with the skill level out here, and the kids are soaking in the knowledge. The camp like this is so important because the skill set is so important and learning to do the basic things. So many people throughout the country want to just jump right into the intricacies of the offense or the defense, and they forget to do the little things, the ball release, the passing and catching, the using proper form, and the kids here are really soaking in everything we're saying. We're able to start them at a good level for their ability where it's at right now and be able to take them forward, and it's really such a great advantage to have a camp like this where they can get the basics and the important parts of the biomechanics of the game of lacrosse rather than just being thrown into the fire. And it's the West Coast is, if everybody's doing it like this, the level of lacrosse will continue to raise at a good level.
Very cool. So Rhino's known for giving a lot back to the campers throughout the camp, experiencing that, but a lot of people don't recognize that they also ask a lot of them from the campers as well. What do you think of that?
No doubt. We get these kids started right at 9 o'clock. Coach V had brought us up with when we played lacrosse at Carthage you were there to be there 15 minutes early, be ready to go and start working out. The team practice would start at 9, and these kids are expected to be ready to go at quarter of, and by 9 o'clock we got them moving. And not a lot of camps you find a guy with the profile like Ryan Powell has, that he's actually right there with the kids from the start. You go to a lot of camps and whoever's name is attached to the camp is maybe the last one there, or they're not there the whole time. Ryan's here the whole time. Ryan is interacting with these kids from start to finish, and like you said, he asks a lot out of these kids. He wants these kids to be here. He wants them to go hard. And he basically is, he loves the game of lacrosse, and he wants to get kids to love it as much as he does, and that's something that it's awesome that he's bringing into those kids.
So then, as someone who's seen lacrosse at like the NCAA levels and really great levels, how do you think those sort of traits will turn over for these kids? Like, do you think they'll help them in the future, kind of thing?
It's simple. Those kids that are playing at the highest levels, Division I, Division III lacrosse, they started somewhere.
Yeah.
And those kids, a lot of those kids were fortunate enough. Most of those kids were fortunate enough to get a coach at a young level like Ryan or Coach V that started them out with the basics, made sure they did things right from the start, and that took them from the start to the level they're at now. Nobody just picks up a stick the first time and becomes an All-American. And it's the hard work and the dedication and the stuff like that they're getting here from the coaches here and from Ryan specifically that go take it to that next level.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Coach.